Good morning! Good morning, Storytimers. It is me, Donna Vee, and I'm so excited to be here today. It is Wednesday, September 9th, and it's kind of nice outside today. Maybe a little steamy, maybe a little cloudy. I don't really know. I've only been outside for like a second to let the dog out, and he's already asleep. And you know what I just realized? I forgot my Frozen book. It's in the other room, because I was using it to make a video before. But whatever. Who needs it, right? We have other sound effects we can use. I am really excited. It is Wednesday, the middle of the week already. Good morning! How are you, Reese? I am ready because today's letter, I couldn't find it in my one card pack. I had to go back old school. And it's perfect because guess what the letter is? O. And it stands for old school. So today what I wanted to do was you remember my friend Lisa I told you about? She loaned me 2 huge boxes of books. She's a retired teacher. And they had all those books in it that were Dr. Seuss. Well, also Lisa, she's right there. I said her name and she's there. That is so cool. Good morning, Lisa. Good morning, Frank. Thank you so much. That is so sweet. So you've got, let's see. Look at everybody that's here already. I love it. It's so sweet. Well, guess what? I decided that I'm going to go into the archives. And dun, 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 there's my sound effects. I was going old school with the books today. So I'm really excited because I don't think I've ever read these specific books. One of the books, I know the story. You definitely are going to know the story. But I'm going to be really gentle because these books are like old, like older than me old. So they're delicate and I don't want to rip them. I decided to even break out the old Care Bear outfit today because I was like, I want to have something different, a little throwback Care Bear from like a childhood snuggly. I don't have a Care Bear, but I do have, look at this. I love this. My cousin Maureen sent this to me from California during the quarantine. And I have to tell you, it's warm. I have the fan on high today because it is warm. Good morning, Frank Simon. Oh my gosh. No, I'm not saying that you're old, Donna. I mean, to Lisa, I am not saying. I'm saying that it's wild that you have these books that are so amazing and I'm going to be really careful with them because they're delicate. Like they're like treasures is what I'm saying. They're amazing. To see these books and the condition that they're in is incredible. And I'm so excited and I'm so grateful that you loaned them to me. And I guarantee that everybody here is going to be grateful that I read them today. No, you're not old. O is a letter of the day. Frank Simon, I'm waiting to see if you're going to have a sentence. Remember the old days when I used to stick the card to my forehead because I'm always like schwitzy in here? I mean, I'm in a fursuit, for goodness sakes. But anyhow, yeah, because these, I don't know if these stick. Oh, they do. Whatever. It's fine. It's cool. All right. Some of the books are from when she was a child. That's amazing, Lisa. I did not know that. And I know I would never call you old because calling people names is not something we do here on Storytime with Donna Vee. Absolutely not. We believe in healthy habits. We believe in good manners. And you know what, Lisa? I love you. Like the Care Bear that I am. I love you and I appreciate you and all the things that you've done for me, i.e. loaning me books. So let's get back to it because I get distracted. I need to focus, okay? Healthy habits. Woke up. Gratitude? Heck yeah. I was so grateful this morning when I woke up. I woke up grateful for so many things and so many people, and it is amazing. Good morning. My mom is here. She said I'm her sunshine. You know, it's funny. I have the card that you wrote to me. It says, "You are my sunshine," and it's on my side table drawer. Nope, not on my side table drawer. On my side table. I have no idea what I'm talking about. All right, so you're seasoned. I am so warm right now in this suit. Anyhow, good thing I have the fan on. Now, let's get back. Thank you for noticing. I make stuff silly all the time. Let's see. I lost my O. Oh, there it is. Okay, now here we go. Totally. I knew that would happen. We need to get into some other healthy habits. Like, for instance, waking up, yes, gratitude. And then how about brushing your teeth? Brushing your teeth is one of my favorite things to do because look, smiling is one of my favorite things to do. Smiling should be everyone's favorite thing to do because it makes the world a better place. It does. Even under your mask, you should be smiling because your eyes will smile. See? Like that. Okay, water and hydration, especially if you're warm, is really important. Hydration Nation, shameless plug, Donna Vee, that's right. And then stretching, a little exercise, right? Get up, do a little exercise. Here, oh, I'm sorry, did I wake you? Look at the dog. He's like, excuse me, I'm trying to sleep here. Well, I apologize, Yogi. I am just trying to say good morning to everybody as he goes back to sleep. So yeah, if it's your first time here, welcome. If it's not, welcome back. We are live every day, Friday through Sunday. No, that sounds like a really short window. Sunday through Friday. Sunday through Friday. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope. If you'd like to drop a comment in, just remember this is a family show. I do appreciate comments, and I will post them up like this one. See, look, see, that's a nice comment. There's no harm, no foul there. If you are going to post something naughty, you will get blocked or deleted. It is a family show. Yeah, like a timeout. Exactly. And if you would like, I do shout out the kids' names every day. If you have a child that you want me to shout out, it's pretty exciting when they're home and they hear themselves being announced like they're going onto a football field or a baseball field or accepting an award like Lady Gaga. I do shout them out every morning. Put their name in the comments. I love it. Good morning, Larry. Good morning. Good morning. I love that your Bitmoji is wearing a mask. Very responsible Bitmoji. I appreciate that here. So let's do it. Let's stretch. Let's do the alphabet. Arm circles. 26 letters in the alphabet. 13th letter is the middle. 13th letter is the middle, and the middle letter is M. You can't forget it because M stands for middle, and middle starts with M. That's how you remember it. So it's like a good party trick. You can be like, guess what? I know what the middle letter of the alphabet is. It's M. Yeah, exactly. That's right, Larry. They'll get a permanent timeout. So, are you ready? Arm circles. I'm going to go halfway through, and then I'm going to do some jumping jacks. Seated jumping jacks. It's going to be okay. And if you cannot move, if you cannot stretch, just remember, stretch your mind, stretch your imagination. That is so important. Good morning. How are you? France is in the house. I love that. You guys are coming here from anywhere besides New Jersey. Shout it out. I love it. I love to know where everybody is. One day, maybe we'll do an entire show on map skills. No, because I am really not good at map skills. I kind of know where I'm going, but I'm really grateful for GPS. Here we go. Okay. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, middle, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, work it out, W. What? Hi, Jay Alicia. I mean, look, see, this is what I'm saying. I got distracted. Wait. W, X, Y, Z. I forgot where I was. Mom, where's Jay Alicia? He's on and he's not saying good morning. Good morning, Jay. Hello. My mom's shouting people out, calling people out, childhood friends. What's up? It's okay. This is a family show. It's not just for kids. It is for everybody. This is the place to be if you want to wake up with a positive attitude. You want to be happy. You want to learn something. You want to stretch. You want to laugh. This is the place to be, and I appreciate it. So now that we exercise to our ABCs, I am going to get dun. I really wish I had my book over here. Alpha Bear in his very shiny cape. Here we go. Alpha Bear, tell him what you do. Oh, I know. You help me out finding the kids' names that start with O. John Kirshner, what's up? Is Emma there? Is she doing school? Are we interrupting? Am I part of her school? That'd be amazing. Or is your town a place that sends kids to school? I'd like to know all of those questions. Well, I'd like to know all the answers, really. I asked the questions already. John Kirshner is a fellow comedian. He's hilarious. He's very sweet. Good morning, John Maloney. We are going to be on tonight because Beauty Quarantine, what's up? And then Girls Gone Green because today's football picks. Yes. You're at work. Okay, I'll take that down. Okay, she's at work. You know, she's a little young to be working, John. You should just go out and get a job. Just kidding. Frank, yes. Thank you, Dawn. Kids need to watch me. I love that. Okay, Oscar the Owl offered Omar the Ostrich Ovaltine on our outside lounge. Okay, Oscar the Owl offered Omar the Ostrich Ovaltine on our outside lounge. Oscar the Owl offered Omar the Ostrich Ovaltine on our outside lounge. One day I'm going to get it right. Thank you for the alliterative sentences on the daily from Frank J. Simon. He is famous for these, and I love it. She's going to school half the time. Okay, Emma's going to half the time and virtual half the time. All right, well, John, if you need a distraction for Emma, I'm here. I'm going to be reading 3 old books. You can fast forward through all this part, just get to the books, and it could be reading time. I think that all the kids should be doing a little bit of reading, online reading, at-home reading, but this is the place to be. If you have little kids, you need to keep them distracted because I have a lot of energy. I'm not Dora the Explorer. I'm pretty much not fluent in anything but English, but I'll tell you right now, we're going to have fun. Oh, let's shout out the kids' names. All right. Wait, where the heck are my names? Oh, here they are. Here we go. Good morning, TJ/DJ and Baby Lewis, Julian, Matthew, Nicholas, Quentin, Ella, Ari, Luca, Lucia, Mia, Jax, Lennon, Mark McCartney, Nina Star, Brianna, Lily, Alex, Hannah, Lorraine, Seamus, Cooper, Tori, Leah, Kristen, Holland, Austin, Liam and Harper, Tiffany, Emerson, Ollie. What's up, Ollie? Your name begins with an O, and your dad is also a comedian. It's Mr. Natty Bumper Car. He is one of my other favorites. Colin, Lily, Hunter, Sophie, Giovanni, Gracelyn, Kaylee, Joseph, Roscoe, Scarlett, Juliet, Regina, Jack, Allie, Andrew, Madison, Sawyer, Jane, Finn, Fletcher, Anzor, Kai, Paisley, Presley, Liam, Vinny, Joseph, Maggie, Isaac, Patrick, Liliana and Melanie, Jane, Liam, Lena and Sabino. Patrick, what's up? Good morning, Donna. You're not Dora, but I think I am probably her height. Willow, Samantha, Frankie, Vansham Vishaka from India. Hello, India. Sufane, Penelope, Snow, and Nikki all the way from Maine. Leo, Tomas, and Alec. Tony, Ace, Ara, Amber from the Philippines. Bella, AJ, Angelo, Fifi, Little Joe, Viviana, Bethany, Joe Jr., Caitlin, Ryan, Lucas, Isabella, and those are Gwen's grandkids. Emma, what's up, Emma? We already gave you a shout out, but I'm going to shout you out all day. She plays piano. She's amazing. Jacob, Maddie, Tabia, Max, and Luca from Germany. V and Izzy. I think I got them all, except for my favorites, Carly and Courtney. That's amazing. My kids, they're awesome. What does this say? Oh, and Leah. Okay, wait, hold on. I'm going to add Leah right now. Oh, wait, Leah's on here, but that's where she's from? Leah and Kristen, that's right. Putting that Johnstown, PA in the house. Oh, yes. All right, from Johnstown, PA. And my friend Christopher Estrite is from Girls Gone Green, which you could subscribe to on Facebook or YouTube. And guess what? Tonight, with Mr. Kevin Goatee. He's got a daughter, but he didn't give me permission to shout her out. I'll ask him tonight on the show. And if he does, I'll say her name. I know it, but I won't say it. I keep my promises. Whew, that was a lot. That was a lot right there. But I love that. Now, what do we do to replace the energy? First of all, energy is never ending. I have tons of it. I'm willing to share it with you. I appreciate that we're sharing it together. But can I just say this? What comes after we say good morning to the kids? Do you all know? You're right. It's vitamin time. You know what's really good about vitamin time? It gives me more energy. You know what else gives me energy? Positive quotes. From what? Uh-oh. My favorite little yellow book, A Beginner's Guide to the Universe by author Mike Dooley. Uncommon ideas for living an unusually happy life. And now, ow, that was rough. I'm going to get out my vitamins. Only 2. That's the daily recommended dosage. I know they taste like candy, kids. They look a little bit like candy, but they're not. You want to be safe and only take the daily recommended dosage. 2 vitamins. I'm not looking. They're in my hand. I'm not sure what's in there. Why do I have the book? Because we practice good manners. We don't talk with our mouth full. We don't chew with our mouth open. No, never ever. We want to be invited back to the nicest places possible, like story time. Now, let's figure it out. Now, John Kirshner, are you still there? If you're still there, John, just because I haven't seen you here in a while, I'm going to have you pick the page, okay? So from 7 to 157 or 8? 157. 7 to 158, John. Pick a number. Make it a good one, okay? The world's depending on you for the nugget of truth today. Good morning, Carol. How are you? Okay, here we go. And if John doesn't come through, I understand he's probably at work. He probably had to turn off the computer, his phone, something. And if he's not there, I'll just pick a random one. And we'll just do it that way. Here we go. Let's see what color we got today. Wonder what it's going to be. Let me see if I can feel it. Maybe it's going to be 2 of the same and dark purple. I have no idea. Let's check it out. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God. It's 2 of the same and it's dark purple. I did not peek. You watched me the whole time. Oh my gosh, am I becoming a magician? That would be amazing because I love magicians. Okay, here we go. That was magical. Was that not magical? Where's my book? Man, I'm sad. Here we go. Let's try it. I think the magical ones are more gentle. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Beginner's Guide to the Universe. Ooh. Okay, see? Those are not as tart. I say that every morning. John's gone. Let's see. John was here at 10:12, and he was here 10:12, and he made 2 comments. So 10 plus 12 is 22. I don't know if we've done page 22. 22 times 2 is 44. That we did the other day. Let's just go crazy and go to page 88. I don't think we've ever done page 88. Okay, let's check it out. My mathematical skills, they're pretty amazing, right? Here we go. Page 88 in the little yellow book, A Beginner's Guide to the Universe. Time and space is where we chase things we pretend we don't have. Wait a second. Mary Jean, did you just write 88 after I said it? Or did you write it and it showed up late? Because I didn't even think that Mary Jean, my friend Mary, loves the number 8, and 88 is 88 create, the number that she uses in her business. She creates my flyers, 88 create. Oh my gosh, Mary. We have read 88 before, but I'm doing it again. And okay, thank you for your honesty. No time out for Mary. Time and space is where we chase things we pretend we don't have. Love, friends, and abundance. While worrying about things we pretend we do have. Problems, challenges, and issues. Until one day we happen to notice the prophetic powers of pretending. You just popped in and heard me say it. There's no coincidence. Everything happens for a reason. And let me just tell you something, Mary. I am so happy that we're friends, and I'm happy to report that I think our show is sold out. So I hope you got your seats. I'm just saying. To build a mansion in time and space, whether of mortar, gold, or friendships, think of imagination as your blueprint, desire as your funding, faith as your builder, and action as proof these dots are being connected. I'm just saying. Treating any old job as if it were your dream job is the fastest way to spark the kind of life changes that will yield your dream job. Same for any old house, friend, day in life, or pair of espadrilles. I want to just let you know that imagination is the key to everything. If you can imagine it, you can have it. I believe it. I really do. Great big ear-to-ear, open-mouthed smiles are responsible for far more sizzling romances, salary increases, life extensions, and calorie burning than our dentists, doctors, and financial planners will ever comprehend. Smiling or laughing for no reason at all is one of the best reasons to smile or laugh. Plus, doing either will summon circumstances that will give you reasons after reasons. I believe it. All I'm going to say is, if you believe in manifesting and you know that whatever you put out there, you receive, I think putting it out there to smile and love and be kind is the most important thing you could do. That is the truth. That's why here on Storytime with Donna Vee, we believe in sending love and light back and forth to one another. And the way that we do that and the way that we teach the kids to do that is by having something called a social distancing buddy. That started when we were in quarantine 172 days ago when I started this. And we realized that we were not able to see everybody that we wanted to see because either they happened to be far away or near us, but we weren't allowed to really go near them. Sometimes they're quarantined. Sometimes they're in a nursing home or hospital, and sometimes they're in heaven. So I think that this is the time where we can tell everybody a little bit more about our friend Bartholomew. Sometimes they're just not next to you, but it doesn't mean that they can't be next to you. So, hi, what's going on, Bartholomew? He's my favorite social distancing buddy. You know why? Because I can send hugs to each and every one of you just by hugging him. I wonder if you can feel it. I think you can. But now, together, we're going to talk about and learn the importance of how you can hold somebody in your head and your heart, your soul, and your whole being, and send love and light to them from wherever you are. They don't even need to know about it. You just do it because it's really important. It's good for your own heart and your own sense of love, light, and sharing. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to find out who our little social distancing buddy likes to get over to help him send love and light over to you guys. It's a lot of love and light sending and explaining. I'm going to put it in my pocket right now. Okay. So when we need healing, we like to call upon Cecilia because Cecilia will heal you. She's our little unicorn and she helps out with that part. When we want to send cuddles and hugs beyond our normal hug with Bartholomew, we use our little lammy and we send like hugs to all those that need hugs. Hello. Elephant never forgets. What in the haystacks was that? Elephant never forgets. And that's why we love our little elephant friend. Because even if I forget to say something or mention someone, he never forgets. Piggy. Piggy's one of my favorites. Piggy represents loyalty. Come on back over here, Cecilia. Loyalty. Because loyalty, oh my gosh. Look how cute she's looking at me. Come here. Loyalty is everything. Loyalty means to be trustworthy and true and to always be there no matter what. Then we have Cheeky Monkey. Cheeky Monkey is so sweet. Cheeky Monkey loves to take your blues away. Cheeky Monkey's blue and totally okay with the fact that you could send him your sadness and things that make your heart a little bit blue, and he'll replace it with gladness. He'll be happy too. Ooh, Music Bear, one of my absolute favorites. Music can change everything. Remember that. Go put a song on that you like. Send a song to somebody that you love. And that would be awesome. Like maybe you could send a song to somebody that you haven't seen in a while. Heck, you could send a song to somebody you haven't even met yet. And you never know. Could make their whole day. Yeah, you could. Just post a song on your social. Maybe it's something that makes you happy. When you're happy, what is it? If you're happy and you know it, send a song. Ah, my little buddy. My reminder that life is filled with magic. My dragonfly. And then, of course, wish unicorn. Make a wish on this little unicorn. And you could send a wish to anybody else out there. You could make a wish for yourself anytime, especially at 11:11. But isn't it nice to make a wish for somebody else? Maybe it's their birthday. Maybe you know they're sad and they need love. That's what we're here for. So let's change the vibration of the nation and elevate it by sending love and light out back and forth from me to you and you to me. We can change anything we want to. Tip the scales right over to joy. So from your head, put your little friend in here, right? Somebody you love, maybe your grandma or your grandpa or your kids. Put them right here and then move them right down to your heart. And then from your heart center, your chakra, you're going to send love and light in a beam of light right over here. Thank you so much, Diana. Good morning. So if you send it over here and I send it over there, my gosh, we're limitless. What we can do is just profound. So let's do it. The world needs love right now. Let's work it out. Okay, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. That was amazing. Did you feel that? I felt that. That was so magical. I just got so warm in my heart. And I hope you guys did too, because that is something you can do on your own every day, with or without social distancing buddies, whenever you need to. When you feel like you might need to just share love and light, just do it. It's life-changing. Trust me. Okay. Now, you guys go over here. You guys are going to listen to story time. Oh, I'm so excited today. Oh, we have 3 books, and they're from my friend Lisa. And I'm so lucky she loaned me these books because they're from when she was little. So I'm really excited because they are books that maybe some of you have never experienced before. And I'm so grateful to be able to bring them to you and share them with you. But first, I'm going to have to focus. Yeah, because I get really excited. And then I don't want to jump around and jump ahead in the books. So this is how I focus. And if you need help to focus, I suggest you try this. I know right now there's a lot of stress in the world. And there's so many things that we have to try to do, like learn from home, from the computer, or maybe have meetings at work on the computer. And it can be really different. And different can sometimes be scary. But you know what? It's okay. We're going to get through it together. And this is one of the ways I try to get through it. When I'm nervous or anxious or excited and I need to just calm down and reel it in. You know what I mean? Take my hands and I bring them up here and I fold them like this. And then I help them pull down like a bicycle pump, like, right? And I bring in the air and I fill up my lungs, which is really good for your lungs anyway. And then I say the words I am, so that I'm focusing on something other than just my breath. So I am. And I blow it out and I say only positive things. Like I am smart, I am kind, I am loving. You can say whatever words you want to say, but I really want you to only say positive words, because it is at this moment when you say I am that you are telling yourself what you are. And we don't want to say any negative self-talk. The world's a tough enough place as it is. You know what I mean? Let's just say positive things about ourselves. It's really important. No matter how old you are, how young you are, that's the message you want to send yourself. So are you ready? Here we go. 4 times. I am excited. I am happy. I am joy. I am creative. Thanks for doing that together. That made me feel so much more relaxed. Yeah, it takes only a few seconds and you could do it wherever you want. And you know what? If you're like somewhere, like, I don't know, let's just say you don't want to do it in front of everybody because maybe you just need to do it here. You can. You could just put your hands together. I am, right? Nobody even needs to know, but it's really good to do for your spirit to center yourself. Now, on to the books. I would have just done one that was like, dun, 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 dun. Okay. Here we go. So the first one, I will do a familiar book so that the little kids that are watching get an idea of what these books look like and that these stories have been around for quite some time, actually. This book was published in, let's just see, 1965. 3 Little Pigs. Now let's hear how the story went back then. As told by Elizabeth Ross and illustrated by Art Seaton. 3 Little Pigs. It's a classic. Ooh, it smells like an old book. Once upon a time, 3 little pigs left their mother's home and went out into the world. One was a lively little pig who liked to dance, and one was a happy little pig who liked to sing, and one was a smart little pig who remembered that the wolf was always about. Good morning, Aaron. Soon the little pigs met a man hauling straw. The first little pig said, "Please, sir, give me some straw so I can build a house." The man gave him some straw, and the little pig built his house. But straw is flimsy, and the little house was not sturdy. Good morning, Daria. The second little pig waited until a man hauling sticks came along. "Please, sir," he said, "give me some sticks so I can build a house." The man gave him some sticks, and the second little pig built a house. But some of the sticks came loose. The new little house almost tumbled down. He's into theater. That's why he has an accent. The third little pig waited until a man hauling bricks came along. Then he said, "Please, sir, give me some bricks so I can build a house." The man gave him some bricks. The third little pig built a strong brick house. It had a sturdy door and a big chimney. The 3 little pigs had just finished their house and moved in when along came a hungry wolf. Yikes. He's got grapes, though. How bad could he be? I mean, he stopped at the door of the straw house and called, little pig, let me come in." the hair of my chinny chin chin, cried the little pig. Then I'll huff, roared the wolf, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in. And he huffed, and he puffed, and he did blow in the straw house. But he puffed so hard, he blew the little pig right to the door of the wooden house. The second little pig opened the door and let his brother in. I guess before Uber and Lyft, there was Wolf. Oh, what's going on here? The little pig threw the apple far, far from the tree, while the wolf was chasing it. Wait a second, I missed a page. Is there a page missing? It's an older book. Well, let's just go with what's happening. The little pig threw the apple far, far from the tree. While the wolf was chasing it, the little pig jumped out of the tree and scurried home. The next day, the wolf came to the house again. Little pig, he called, come to the fair with me tomorrow morning. Ooh, I think there might have been some missing pages. This is where I come in. So, let's just say this. He went to the house with the twigs. And the next thing you know, he went over and he went to the door and he said, little pigs, let me in. And in the house with the twigs, he heard, not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. And his brother was next to him. And he was like, yeah, that's right, you tell him. So then he said, well, then I'm going to huff and I'm going to puff and I'm going to blow your house in. So he did. He huffed and he puffed and he blew the twig house in. But he blew so hard, he blew the two little pigs to the door of the brother's house made of bricks. And the next thing you know, the brother opened the door. They go in. It's a big enough house. And they're in there. And then the wolf, he goes over to the house with the bricks. And he says, little pig, let me in. And the guy in the house built of bricks says, nope, he didn't have an English accent. Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. And his brothers cheered him on. Ooh, the wolf got mad. Because you know why? He huffed and he puffed, but he couldn't blow the house with the bricks in because it was made of bricks. So the little pigs were safe. And then the wolf kept coming around the house until one day he saw the little pig out in his yard in the apple tree. What did he do? He said to the little pig, I'm going to get you. And what did the little pig do? He said, well, he threw the apple far, far from the tree. While the wolf was chasing it, the little pig jumped out of the tree and scurried home. And the next day, the wolf came to the house again. Little pig, he called, come to the fair with me tomorrow. Meet me there at 6 o'clock. We will have a fine time in the morning. He said, come with me to the fair tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. to the fair. I mean, that is kind of early. Ooh, he's baking up high. Well, let's see what happens next. The next morning, the little pig got up at 5 o'clock and trotted off to the fair. He saw all the sights. He even bought a butter churn. Ah, the Ferris wheel. You don't say. He was on his way home when he saw the wolf coming toward him. The little pig hopped into his churn and began rolling over and over and over. Down the hill he rolled right past the frightened wolf, who had never seen a butter churn. He rolled right to the door of the little brick house. And next day, the wolf came to the house. He told about the round thing that frightened him. "Oh," laughed the smart little pig, "that was my butter churn. When I saw that you were coming, I jumped into it and rolled safely home." His voice changed a little bit. Ooh, the wolf was angry. He did not like that answer. I know. The wolf gnashed his teeth. Ooh, they were sharp. He was angry. "You'll never trick me again, little pig," he roared. "I'm coming down the chimney, and I'm gonna eat you." Whoa. But look at the little pig's face. He's like, "Oh, you think so, huh, buddy?" The smart little pig ran to the chimney and whisked the lid off a pot of boiling water. When the wolf tumbled in, the little pig popped the lid in place, and that was the end of the wolf. Ah! Whoa. The three little pigs danced all around the room. Then they settled down and lived happily ever after in the strong brick house with the sturdy door and the big chimney. The end. The 1965 version of The Three Little Pigs. All right. Now I'm going to read another classic. Also, this was made into a movie, or perhaps the movie was made into the book. I'm not really sure which came first. I want to say the book came first. Oh, no. It is based on the Walt Disney motion picture, story adapted by Annie North Bedford. And this is a little golden book from 1964. It's the copyright. It is Mary Poppins, A Jolly Holiday. One of my favorite movies. And I will say that little Lisa, I like how you put lipstick on Mary Poppins. Very, very cute. And I don't think you liked Bert. You tried to take care of Bert. I see what you did there. That's fine. I want to watch this movie again now. Okay. Mary Poppins, the new nanny, had just taught Jane and Michael Banks a game called Well Begun is Half Done, or Tidy Up the Nursery. It was such fun that when it was over and the nursery was neat as a card of new pins, Michael wanted to do it all over again. "Nonsense," said Mary Poppins. "Spit spot, time for an outing in the park." And Michael and Jane, in their hats and coats, followed at her heels out through the gate and into Cherry Tree Lane. Sorry. Look at that. Once outside in the lane, Mary walked off so quickly Jane and Michael had to skip to keep up. But at the entrance to the park, she stopped. For there was Bert, the jack of all trades. Bert was down on his knees on the sidewalk making pictures in colored chalk. Now, if you've ever seen the original movie, this was one of my favorite parts. The pictures were lovely. There was one of boats on the river and another of a circus. Not a very large circus, but still, there were a lion and a tiger and a man on a unicycle. Michael stopped to admire it, but Jane strolled on. All at once, she stopped too. "Oh, this is a lovely one," she said. "I'd like to go there." A typical English countryside, said Bert with a pardonable pride. What's more, though, you can't see it. There's a little country fair down the road and over the hill. Quite a suitable spot for travel and high adventure, I should say. Oh, may we go, Mary Poppins? Please, begged Michael. I have no intention, said Mary Poppins, of making a spectacle of myself. Thank you. Oops. Then Bert, with a wink from Michael and Jane, oh, hold on, I'll say it again. Then, said Bert, with a wink from Michael and Jane, I'll do it myself. Do what? Said Michael. A bit of magic, said Bert, taking each child by the hand. It's easy. You wink, you think, you do a double blink, and then you close your eyes and jump. Really? Sniffed Mary Poppins, but she put up her umbrella, and away they all went straight into the typical English countryside. Oh, I need to watch this movie. You guys should watch this movie. Oh, the original, so amazing. It was a beautiful spot, green and quiet and sparkling with sun. Bert and Mary Poppins were dressed to suit. Bert was wearing an entirely new outfit of clothes, and best of all, a new straw hat. Mary Poppins was dressed in the height of fashion, from her wide-brimmed bonnet to the diamond buttons shining on her shoes. Jane and Michael looked just as elegant. I thought you said there was a fair, said Michael, who was not impressed by his fine clothes. So I did, Bert answered with a smile. Down the road, over the hill, don't you hear the music of the merry-go-round? All at once, they did. So over the hill ran Michael and Jane. My, said Mary Poppins, as Bert took her arm and they swung off down the little country road. I might be having my day out. This is quite a holiday. At the word, Bert clicked his dancing heels and turned up his voice in song. Any day with Mary, sang Bert, is a jolly holiday. Now this is lovely, said Mary Poppins, which showed that she was really pleased. Yeah, more funnel cake and another fair. How wild. I had no idea. I never do. There's just always a thread that runs through these books. I say it all the time. It's magic. And all the animals of the countryside came out to greet Mary Poppins. The lambs with hearts so light, the cow all brown and white, the horse so good and gray, and the geese all came to say, any day with Mary is a jolly holiday. Nothing makes a holiday complete, said Bert, like a spot of afternoon tea. He waved his arm, and there before them, in the open place filled with sunlight, stood a tea pavilion. Strike me pink, said Mary Poppins. That was what she said when she was especially pleased. Soon they were seated at the best table, with waiters hopping about to serve them. Nope, no idea. Now then, said Mary Poppins, studying the menu, what would be nice? Some raspberry ice and frosted cakes and tea. Anything for you, Mary Poppins? Said the waiter, who looked exactly like a penguin. Order what you will. There will be no bill. It's complimentary. When their tea was finished, Bert and Mary waltzed away. It was much too jolly a holiday to walk in the usual way. Down the road they went to the merry-go-round. Aaron, I never planned any of these books. Scout's honor. The universe has a plan. The merry-go-round showed down as they approached. Look, I've got to stop reading these comments. I'll get distracted. The merry-go-round slowed down as they approached it. They leapt aboard, landing gracefully on the horses' backs. Jane and Michael were ever so pleased to see them. Imagine, said Jane, our own private merry-go-round. Oh, this is so much fun. Very nice, said Bert, putting on a fine air. Very nice indeed. That is, if you don't want to go anywhere. Who says we're not going anywhere, says Mary Poppins, with a toss of her head, and she had a word with the guard. Righto, Mary Poppins. He smiled, and he lifted his cap. Then he pulled the tallest lever on the merry-go-round machine, and off went their horses. Tum, tum, tee, tum, across the countryside. Look at that! And there they go. In the distance, a hunting horn sounded. That's what it sounds like. Follow me, Mary Poppins called over her shoulder, and away they rode to the call of the horn, passing huntsmen and hounds and all. As they galloped on past, Bert even reached down and scooped up a fox for a ride. They were traveling so fast, the children scarcely noticed that Mary Poppins had left their side. How exciting. Suddenly, Mary Poppins was in the middle of a horse race, and being Mary Poppins, she won. While Mary Poppins received congratulations on her splendid victory, Jane and Michael watched from the top of a fence where they sat eating taffy apples with Bert. It was just then the first raindrops fell. Uh-oh. There was a flash of lightning, then suddenly a downpour. They all huddled close under Mary Poppins' umbrella. While all around the countryside seemed to run together, Mary Poppins' pretty bonnet melted, and the diamonds vanished from the buttons on her shoes. Jane and Michael looked politely away. Why, there was the park. They were standing on the sidewalk, just around the corner from Cherry Tree Lane, and on the pavement, Bert's drawings were melting into bright puddles of rain. Aw, magic. Oh, Bert, said Mary Poppins, all of your fine drawings. Well, there are more where they came from, Mary dear, said Bert, and he smiled at her as if his eyes she still wore the lovely bonnet and fine clothes and the diamond buttons on her shoes. As if in his eyes. Hurry along, children, said Mary Poppins. Spit, Spot, or we shall be late for tea. Goodbye, Bert, and she smiled at him. She was still smiling when Mary Poppins, and he was, Donna, you need to reel it in. Has that ever happened to you when you're reading? You just kind of get excited about the rest of the story, and you lose your spot? Slow down. Hurry along, children, said Mary Poppins. Spit, Spot, or we should be late for tea. Goodbye, Bert, and she smiled at him. She was still smiling. Was Mary Poppins when she turned into Cherry Tree Lane. She's so pretty. Oh, I love Mary Poppins. Soon they were snug in the nursery once more, with a fire glowing in the fireplace. On the hearth stood their 3 pairs of shoes drying out from the dash through the rain. Beside them leaned Mary Poppins' umbrella. The parrot on its handle was blinking sleepily. Tea was over, and Mary Poppins was tucking Michael and Jane into bed. I shall never be able to sleep, said Jane. So many lovely things have happened today. I beg your pardon, said Mary Poppins. Why, when we rode around the merry-go-round, said Jane with a yawn, and the horses jumped off and raced across the countryside, Michael broke in. And you won the big race, Mary Poppins. A respectable person like me, gasped Mary Poppins, in a horse race? What a suggestion. But it did happen, Michael insisted, sitting straight up in bed. I saw it, and I don't want to go to sleep. Good morning, Richard. Very well, said Mary Poppins. Suit yourselves. She sat in her rocker and began to softly sing. Stay awake, don't rest your head. I don't know the song. I'm going to read it to you. Stay awake, don't rest your head. Don't lie down upon your bed. While the moon drifts into the skies, stay awake, don't close your eyes. But Jane and Michael did not hear her, for they were fast asleep. What a great book. I love the movie. You have to watch the movie. I want the original. I don't even know if there's a second one. I'm going to watch the original. I think I'm going to do that maybe later on. Okay, last book. And luckily, I don't have to go to work till 12 because I didn't realize older books are longer books. They're so good. They're so much fun. Get lost in a book in the afternoon or the morning. This I've never heard of in my life. It's The Witch, the Cat, and the Baseball Bat by Sid Huff. Now, let's just see. When was this from? (1968). I mean, I might have heard of it, but I have to look at this because, honestly, it might ring a bell. Once there was a witch who didn't like baseball, simply because if there's one thing a witch doesn't like, it's a game that gives people pleasure. She looks very like, oh. Just a spoonful of sugar. Love that song. I just don't understand why people like baseball. But perhaps that's because I've never been to a game. The witch said to her black cat one day, come, let's go to the ballpark and try to see what it's all about. Wow. So she got out her broomstick and away she and her cat flew to watch their first ball game. But no sooner were they settled in their seat than the baseball fans around them began cheering. The witch knew she was in for a bad time. They cheered when a fielder made a good catch. They cheered when the pitcher struck a batter out. Strike. And they cheered when a runner slid safely into base. But when a batter swung at all, when a batter swung at a ball and it hit it so far that it went over the fence for a home run, the fans went completely wild with joy. All this enjoyment made the witch very unhappy. She put her hands over her ears to drown out the cheering. The cat tried not to hear it too. We must put an end to baseball, but especially we must put an end to those home runs, said the witch as they flew home on their broomstick. Far into the night, the witch sat thinking, until at last she thought of a scheme that would surely put an end to the baseball game. Then she went into her little workshop where she kept her mischief-making tools and made a baseball bat with a hole in it. She can get fined for that, you know. Ziggly, biggly, mumbly, peg, said the witch, muttering magic words until the hole was no longer visible and the bat looked exactly like any other ordinary baseball bat. Ooh, not nice. Tee, she chuckled when she finally went to bed. No one could hit a home run with a hole in the bat, and without home runs, baseball will become a thing of the past. Hi, Karen. Good morning. Early the next day, the witch and her black cat arrived at the ballpark with the magic bat. Would you please make an old lady happy and use this bat I made with my own 2 hands? She asked the players as they arrived. Oh, sure. The players thought that's all. The players thought that's all she was, a nice old lady, and agreed to her request. Thank you, ma'am, they said politely. It's very nice of you. We'll be honored to use your only homemade bat in our game. Oh, that's interesting. So the witch and her black cat hurried to their seats. They could hardly wait to see the fun. Play ball, shouted the umpire. The pitcher wound up and threw the first ball. Whiff! The batter swung and missed. Whiff! Another miss. And whiff! Again, the first batter struck out. That's evil. Whiff, whiff, whiff! The second batter struck out. Whiff, whiff, whiff! Players on both sides were unable to hit the ball. There were no good catches to cheer. There was no good base sliding to cheer. And nobody felt like cheering the pitchers because it didn't seem to be on account of them that the batters were striking out. Not nice. Not nice. All I have to do is make more of those bats, and baseball is finished as a national pastime. The witch whispered gleefully to her black cat. Not nice. It was the 9th inning, and the best batter on both teams stepped up to the plate. We want a home run, the fans shouted. You'll get nothing of the kind, the witch said as she ordered a hot dog. Put a Hot Frank, it says. That's so funny. Whiff! The batter swung and missed. Strike 1, said the umpire. Whiff! He missed the second time. Strike 2, said the umpire. With such a great batter, miss the ball a third time and strike out? Switch the bat. Switch the bat. Just then, a little bird flew across the field, straight towards the bat. The bird flew right through his bat. Hey, this bat must have a hole in it, he said. That nice old lady's bat? He tossed the witch's bat aside and picked out another one that the fat boy brought over. Ooh. He stepped up to the plate again and waited for the next pitch. Crack! He hit it! The ball rose high in the air. It was going, going, going. It's a home run! Shouted the crowd. They were cheering and laughing and thumping each other on the back, all except the witch, that is, she was choking on her hot dog. She didn't expect that. When she at last recovered, the witch flew away from the ballpark with her black cat, and she never had anything to do with baseball again. Good. Because that was not nice. She was going to get a timeout. All right, you guys. It's been another amazing day, another amazing morning with you here at Storytime with Donna Vee. I'm so happy that we got to spend this time together. And now, let's get on with our day. It's Wednesday, September 9th. Have an amazing day, and I will see you all tomorrow morning here, 10 o'clock. More stories, letters P. Who knows what we're going to read tomorrow? The possibilities are endless. Now we're going to breathe our way out. And I'm just going to tell you this. Tune in tonight for your beauty quarantine at 7 to 7:45 live with me, myself, and my friend Dawn Maloney. And of course, 8 o'clock tonight, Girls Gone Green. Football picks. You're not going to want to miss this. It's Mr. Kevin Goatee. Even quarantine can't keep him away. This will be his third year in a row being on our show. Let's see if he gets his picks correct. He's really good at it, actually. Let's breathe our way out. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I am happy. I am excited. I am love. I am a major manifester. All right, you guys. Until tomorrow, put your right hand on your left shoulder, your left hand on your right. Give yourself a squeeze from me. Hug yourself so tight, and I'll see you in the morning. Bye.